I'm back. Heyoooo. Listen. This video is going to be a little hard. Trigger warning, dealing with some sort of mental health right now, like that you can't take on this story, then do not watch this. If you're easily hurt by situations, do not watch this. It was super dramatic, right? Like I was all happy and then I'm like, good, don't watch this. But no, for real, because I'm gonna kind of talk about something heavy, so it's a bit of a story time. And also I'm doing my makeup while I do this because it's really hard for me to talk about still. I want people to know that, like, one, thank you to the people that, you know, reach out to me and let me know that my video on mental health really helped them and like just made them not feel alone. Thank you for that, because I really needed that, and that's why I did it, because I know it's hard to talk about and I know people don't want to talk about it, especially Black women, and we are looked at as, you know, super weak and all that because we talk about it and, oh no, you're just crazy. Like, no, like I really just been through some things and I'm handling it a little differently than other people would and other people do, and it affects me differently. That's all it is. So this video will involve my child Briella, my baby. So it's a situation that happened beginning of 2021. Yeah, literally beginning, like literally beginning. So I kind of wanted to talk about this for a while. So as a lot of you know, I kind of started my channel and then I stopped abruptly. This is why. Yep, I was dealing with the emotions from this still, because it happened in January, and Bree's birthday, her first birthday, was in April, so I was still just kind of like going through it basically. But I'm gonna do my makeup because that makes me, like I said, it makes me feel comfortable, and I'm talking about something that's kind of really heavy. So on, oh my god, on so I laugh when I'm uncomfortable, okay? Like, some people are like, oh, she's always laughing, because half the time I'm uncomfortable, okay? So on New Year's Eve, okay, we had a routine, me and my ex, where I would have Bree like during the night and then he would have her in the morning and kind of let me sleep in a little bit. So because Bree didn't really sleep like through the night until she was almost 2, so it was hard. So any chance that I could get, you know, some shut-eye, he would, you know, take her and go off and they'd do their own thing in the living room and I'd sleep. So New Year's Eve, he has her, we're doing our routine, I'm sleeping because, I mean, why not? Our bedroom had blackout curtains, so it was really dark. Also, I wear glasses, so I'm saying all that to say this. I'm sleeping, I'm dead asleep, and he comes in the room, and dead asleep, he comes in the room with Bree, upside down, and like bust in the room, because like I thought like they like to mess with me when I'm sleeping, just to come in and like, you know, play with mommy or whatever. I thought it was one of those situations when I was about to say, get, I'm tired. So he comes in, he's not saying anything, and he just kind of throws Bree at me, and he's like, she's choking. First off, I can't see, it's dark in here and I don't know what's going on. He's like, she's choking, and kind of just like gives it to me. He had her upside down, like face down, and give her to me. She's 8 months. So I'm like, what? Huh? Like dead out of sleep, like literally like Tales from the Crypt up. So I'm like, what? And then he runs out the room. I don't know why he ran out the room. To this day, I never know. I don't. Okay. So he throws her to me, runs out the room, and she's choking to death. Okay? To death, people. He didn't give me any clarification. He was just like, I can't get it out. I was like, what? Can't get what out? So I put my finger in her mouth. You're not supposed to do this. I did things that I wasn't supposed to do, but I saved my daughter's life. And the doctors say that, you know, if I didn't and if I hadn't, she wouldn't be here. So she's choking, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm still half asleep, and I feel the bottle cap in the back of her throat. There's a bottle cap, water bottle cap, because we used to get water bottles. It was during COVID, and our apartment just had nasty water. Even if we would do like the Brita filter thing, just nasty. So I put my hand in there, like I had nails on, but I actually had, this nail had broke a few days before. And my nails are usually this long. Like I like to keep, dang, is my finger crooked? I like to keep them this long. So when I put my finger back there with the nail that, or the finger that didn't have it, I felt like the top of a bottle cap. So it was like this inside the back of her throat. A little like water bottle, regular like 24 pack water bottle. I felt it. I freaked out. I started screaming. I said, what the hell is going on? Call 911, because he threw his phone in there too. I was like, call 911. And he called 911, and as he's talking to them, like I'm not even hearing anything that's going on with him. I'm just focused on Bree and trying to get the cap out. It was literally like every time she breathed in, it was going like back, like stopping her. So I'm literally like middle finger, like took that cap, grabbed it, and pulled it out. I did all this in combination with flipping her over and hitting her back like Heimlich style, and flipping her back over on her stomach, because her stomach was like hard at this point, because like I said, she wasn't breathing. So I was flipping her over and hitting her back, reaching in, hitting her back. So like every time she would breathe, it would go back. So I'm just like trying to pull it out. I don't know how long it was in there. We don't know, you know, like what, I don't know how long it was in there. So I don't know if he tried to get it out and, you know, like freaked out, but I was just trying to get it out. Got it out. As I got it out, I scraped, because like I said, it was up like this. So like the scrapey parts that like you click were scraping the back of her throat. So when I pulled it out, it was like, oh my God, lobs of blood. Whew. If I can find a picture of her, one day I'll find a picture of it. But it was like lobs, and she was like screaming, crying. She was blue when I was like pulling it out. Like she was limp, and it was terrifying, and I didn't know what to do. I wasn't crying at this point. I was just focused on getting that out of her throat. Got it out of her throat. Walking around the room, just apologizing to her, holding her, and she's just screaming. And I was like, let me give her water. And I went and got water, and I was like, no, you're not supposed to do that after you choke. And the ambulance are on their way, and he's still talking to them. I'm cussing him out because, I mean, she was with you, you know? Like I was, in that moment, I was like, she was with you. Like, you, how could you let this happen? He was like, I was on my phone for a second. That's why it's like, don't pick up your phone when you're driving. Anything can happen in a split second. Don't have crazy things laying around your animals, your kids. Like, crazy things could happen in a second. Like, I know it could happen to anybody, but you know, I was freaking out. Anyway, the ambulance comes. She's kind of calming down a little bit, and at this point, like, it's just blood all over me and her. And they're like, oh well, she seems calm, you know, you want to just leave it at that and, you know, take her to the hospital on your own. And I was like, you know what, yeah, we'll do that. As they were leaving out, she coughed up like so much blood and then started like going in and out, and I was like, oh no, we're coming with you. So I got an ambulance with Bree. My ex got my oldest and took her, and seeing the look on her face when I screamed like that, just, there are certain things that and certain traumas that really affect you, and they affect you for the rest of your life. Like, so we get in the ambulance, and you know, they want to put like the little I don't know what that thing is called, like basically for air on her. And at first they didn't have the sirens on, but they kept seeing her going out and they couldn't get a good read on her pulse ox. So basically, yeah, they took her, like when we were in the ambulance, they were like, it was fine. Afterwards, they saw her going in and out, they turned on the sirens and just booked it. So we were in the ambulance during COVID, and I was like, I don't have a mask. So they gave me a mask. And then I'm like, this is the worst place to be with a kid during COVID, right? And something just happened to her throat. And, you know, she already has laryngomalacia. So we get to the emergency room. We're put in the emergency room, you know, they put everything on her. And at this point, she's just like, oh, my poor baby, like the trauma. And I'm just still pissed. My ex gets there with my oldest. And they're like, at first they were like, you know, she seems fine, but they wanted to keep her overnight for observation to make sure she didn't aspirate. So the blood, there was a lot of blood. So they did x-rays and everything, and then they kind of just watched her, and she kept, like, she threw up blood a few times. She didn't want to eat anything, so they had to give her an IV. And that was traumatic. So basically, I didn't sleep that whole time. Couldn't control my bowels. I threw up a few times because I was just like after that rush of that adrenaline, like if you've ever had a real adrenaline rush, it was crazy because the nurses kept trying to feed me because I really wasn't eating anything. It was what? Like, thinking about it still makes me sick. The doctors, every time they came in, they were like, oh mom, you did real good, but you know, you're not supposed to do that, but if you didn't, you know, she wouldn't be here. Like, you saved her life, good job mom. Like, I'm just like, every time somebody said that to me, I just started crying because I was like, what? So we stayed in the hospital overnight, and then after that we were able to take her home. She was really like, it was basically like she had a sore throat because of the scraping of the bottle cap in the back of her throat. But after that, I was like you need to learn CPR and all that, and I did. I actually am BLS certified now. Panicky? No. That was when I went to school for dental assisting. I got BLS certified. But, you know, after that, I was like, okay, I need to learn how to do CPR. I need to learn how to do this properly and do this properly and do that. Because it's so scary in the moment of something like that happening, especially to your child. Like, it is, I don't wish that on anybody. I think that's when more of my anxiety happened too, because I was basically just coming out of postpartum, and then this happened, and then boom, you know, we break up. So it was a lot. 2020, 2021, all up until now, even still to this day, it's still just a lot. And I say all that to say, you know, this story isn't to scare the crap out of anybody, but when you have children, you don't really know. you aren't really aware. You're just like, oh, I'm having a kid. Like, you really have to sit down with yourself and be like, this is another life. This is a life. I am putting God, the universe, whomever is giving me this gift of life to take care of, you know? Like, we really have to be more aware of what is happening with our children, not just ourselves, you know? Like, it could happen to anybody. Like, if you're just on your phone at the park, when your kid's at the park, boom, now your kid falls off the whole jungle gym because you took a second to upload a TikTok video. It's simple things like that where you're just like, you don't think about it, but we need to, as people, live in the moment a lot more. Educate ourselves. Educate yourself. If you're a man and you know nothing about children, read books, take classes.
And classes aren't going to make you a genius. Also, take advice from people that already have children, not just your parents, not just family, you know.
You know, they have parenting classes, and it sucks that in situations of court and all of that, that's the only time people do parenting classes, when you should just do it on your own so that you're knowledgeable about taking care of a life. If you never had like a little sibling or like a sibling in general, where you just really don't know how to properly put on a diaper, like, you really should educate yourself on that. And I say that to say that if any of you have had situations like this where, you know, you had to like basically save your child's life or save a parent or friend or anybody, family member's life, that you are not alone, that it is more common than you know. And the whole situation with her choking, it's way more common than we think. I don't think it couldn't happen to you, because it can. And oh my god, I got through this video without crying. Awesome. But yeah, don't think that it can't happen to you, because it can. Anything can happen to you. You are not above any crap, okay? You could be homeless tomorrow. Remember that, okay? But I had just been talking about this, like, kind of glazing over that situation for a while, and I know everybody's like, what happened? I saved her life, okay? That's what happened. You never know, and you know, you always are like, it could never happen to me. That would never happen to me. I'm a good person. I'm a good mom. I'm a good dad. That would never happen to me. Like, you need to humble yourself and realize that it could. And I didn't know what to do in that situation, but, you know, mother instinct, like, pulled me out and was like, girl, save your baby. It was like, it felt like the moms in the whole universe, like, just stopped me from panicking and was like, we need to save her. Like, it was weird. It was weird, but I know some, you know, the spirit of God was with me. If you don't believe in that, I don't care, okay? With me. He wasn't with you, he was with me, okay? I'm working on my curls for summer. Don't judge. But again, like I said, thank you for watching. I'm sorry if this was triggering for you. It's triggering for me. But, you know, I just want to spread awareness, and I want people to stop feeling alone, because sometimes I feel alone and I'm over it. Okay? I'm over it. You should be too. But I'm gonna come out with some more videos. I'm probably gonna do one video a week when Bree's not here. She's with her dad, so I can record when she's not here. Next week I think I'm gonna do a gym one, where I'm gonna show my, you know, what's in my gym bag. I might show, you know, some workouts and everything too, and that'll still make you feel good. You know me? You know what I mean? Yeah? Okay? Because I'm getting back on my gym greasy, okay? Water game still sucks. Whatever, we're not gonna talk about it. But like I said, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.